these lands for centuries. Congratulations, class of 2022. May each and every one of you be blessed in this next chapter of your lives. Thank you, and
We now call upon Scott Barr, Acting Director of Education, for an FMPSD welcome.
Well, look who's back, right? I'm very pleased to be speaking here today and bringing greetings from the superintendent, Ms. Nutter. She sends her regrets as she's not able to be here in person today, and she's meeting out of town on behalf of our division. Now, having said that, some things sometimes work out that, the way maybe they should, and I get a chance to say a little word to these graduates that I have spent 5.5 years with. We've had some good, we've had some bad, and we've had a little bit of bizarre. Let's be honest. For some of you, more bizarre than others. Those of you that have sat in my office and had those conversations know who you are, so won't name any names. Till later. Okay, and just quickly, I wanted to share some advice with you as I had a chance at the microphone, and I thought, why not throw a couple things out for your journey that you're about to embark on. So the first one is be who you needed in life. So I got into teaching and became an administrator to be who I felt I needed in school. It was not always my cup of tea school. I didn't really enjoy it. I wasn't a very good student. But I always felt it ended up, after I've done this for quite a few years now, is that because I didn't have a connection to somebody at the school. And this applies to any workplace. No matter what your job will be or what you do in life, the relationship that comes at the heart of it. So be someone who supports people, builds them up, searches to make wherever you work be a welcoming and caring place for all. And I will use a quote, and you'll be shocked that it is George Lucas. If you don't know who that is, you should probably leave this room. He's Star Wars. And the quote that I love to quote from him is that the best way to pursue happiness is to help other people. Nothing else will make you happier than doing that. So that's one. And my second one is dream big. Don't settle. Find your passion and make it your reality. Perhaps that means going to university right away to get a degree and then a long career. Maybe it's becoming an artist. Or maybe it's just traveling for a year or two to figure out what you want to do. Or 10 years, you never know. Do these things for you, and because it's your dream, not somebody else's dream, your dream. For the first time in your life starting in September, you are the drivers of your narrative. No one else, you. Now parents, don't freak out, I'm not saying you don't have a voice. Relax. But as somebody who just currently went through having my children go to university, it really is time to start letting them pick their way. And then you hope you've done what you needed to do, that they make those right choices. A couple thank yous before I part. Thank you for Ms. McKechnie and her grad committee. It looks beautiful in here, so thank you very much for that. Thank you to the staff for all their work with these students for the last 5.5 years. You guys did a really good job. I'll thank the admin team and Mr. Hurley specifically for asking me to come and be a part today when, unfortunately, Mr. Andrews, after 2 years of not having COVID, ended up getting COVID this week, which is the worst timing in the world. But I'm happy to take part, so thank you for the invitation. And lastly, to our grads, really take the time to enjoy today. It's a great moment. It's something to look back on fondly. Thank the people that helped get you here today. Party safe. And congrats, grads. Way to go.
Next, we invite School Board Trustee Jonathan Lambert for an FMPSD trustee welcome.
staff, and part of the program where the dignitaries speak, I was like, oh Lord, we get through this so we can focus on what's most important. So I tried to tune this to nice and clear and crisp so we can get on to the grads. Welcome and good morning to dignitaries, staff, students, parents, guardians, families, and friends gathered here today to celebrate this wonderful day. And most importantly, good morning, graduates of Ecole McTavish of 2022. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'm here to bring greetings to you today. Trustees Lorna Spargo and Trustee Jason Schultz, both of whom are celebrating graduations in their own families, join me in the audience. Board Chair Myward sends her heartfelt regrets that she is absent today due to commitments out of town. So graduates, here you are at the end of your K-12 journey, a time that can bring some shouts of joy, tears of sadness, and trepidation of what comes next, or maybe all three of those all at once. You are each worthy of this celebration, and you have proven that you can do what you set your mind to. Now the world is open to you, waiting for you to come and make a difference in it. Be yourself, be brave, be courageous, and be your very best. But most of all, in a world that can be seen harsh at some times, be kind to yourself and especially kind to others. Congratulations, graduates of 2022. Enjoy this special day. Celebrate safely. Thanks.
All right, we now have a video message from our principal, Thomas Andrews. Don't worry, this video has been in quarantine for 72 hours and is safe for your viewing.
Welcome to our honored guests from the government, our MLA for Port Macquarie, Rick Buffalo, the Honorable Tanya. Our Deputy Mayor, Julie Stroud, Trustee Jonathan Lambert, is here representing the Port Macquarie Public School Board, and of course, the Division Office Director, Scott Barr, Director Cynthia Shelley, and Assistant Superintendent Mary David Fox. Of course, welcome as well to our parents and families here today, and especially to our graduates. I am so happy to be here with you today on this special day. I do want to take a moment to acknowledge how much it brings to my heart and I'm not there with you all to celebrate. I know I'll have the opportunity to congratulate you in person over the coming weeks, but it really is a momentous occasion that you made it here today, so I'm so proud of you. However, I suppose I can't imagine it could be any more fitting to send you all off with one more virtual speech, especially as I sit here, business on top. However, today is no me, it's all about you. So let's move on. To start, let me be one of the first to congratulate you, our graduates, the class of 2022. Today we celebrate you and all of your accomplishments. And I promise, I won't be making any Star Wars comments, any references to the Detroit Red Wings, or even talk about a certain teacher's obsession with Kermit. To the family of our graduates in attendance today, congratulations to you as well. You're here and you made it. Your hard work and support has helped bring these students to the day that we have here. Congratulations on this exciting milestone in your family. Graduates, today is an exciting day. It has taken resilience, perseverance, and hard work to get you to this point. But you're here, you made it. Over the next few hours and days, it's going to be easy to caught up in all there is to celebrate. And really, there is a lot to celebrate. But I want you to take a moment and think back to your journey to get here. The highs, the lows, and all the in between. While the last few years may not have gone exactly how you expected your high school years to go, you have found silver linings and allowed your character to shine through. You are more than you often let others know you are, and it's been amazing to see how far all of you have come in your time here at UTAN. While it might be easy to reflect back on the last couple of years and think of everything you missed out on, especially those semester one diplomas, when you really sorely did miss out. But I want to tell you all that I'm proud of all that you did accomplish in the face of adversity and, well, a global pandemic, maybe a flood, and maybe a fire too. From provincial, exciting band trips, amazing drama productions, honing your skills and trade in the CTS wing, and cheering on your favorite spirit day team, Go Blue. You, the class of 2022, have made lemonade from lemons. Here you are on your graduation day. take these memories and stories with you as you walk out of our doors. Some of you have been here for 6 years, and some of you for just months. But no matter how long you spend here at McTavish, you are part of our Marauder family. No matter where you go, you can always call this place your home. McTavish, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to read from you an excerpt from one of my favorite quotes by Marianne Williamson. If I've coached you before, well, this might be the 15th time for you. So, deal with it. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our... Your slave playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking, so that the other people won't feel sick. We are all meant to shine as children. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we consciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Remember that you have everything you need to succeed inside of you today. You just need to believe in it and you need to work for it. We are so proud of you and know that you are ready for whatever the future holds. It has been a pleasure being part of your journey, and I truly look forward to hearing more about your future successes. Grads, you are a group we will not soon forget. Thank you for sharing your legacy with us. I'd like to leave you with some advice from our growing trade. Always smile more than you cry, give more than you take, and love more than you hate. Congratulations and all the best to you, our class of 2020.
All right. We now have a video message for the Ecole Boreal students and parents from Madame Tanya Saumur, Conseil Scolaire Centre Nord, Chair of the School Board. I know you're laughing. Apparently not. We would now like to call up Madame Laura Devonnay to present le Prix de l'Ambassadeur.
Can we get a round of applause for this French pronunciation?
Chers diplômés, chers dignitaires, parents, amis et membres du personnel de l'École boréale et l'École McTavish, je suis ravie d'être parmi vous aujourd'hui pour remettre le prix de l'ambassadeur aux récipiendaires de l'École boréale. I'm pleased to be with you today on behalf of the Conseil scolaire Centre Nord to present the Ambassador Award to a graduate of École boréale. Le prix de l'ambassadeur reflète les grandes valeurs du Conseil scolaire Centre Nord. Les récipiendaires doivent vivre, faire la promotion de la langue française et de leur culture. Leur engagement et leurs actions et leurs comportements servent d'exemple à leurs pairs. J'ai le plaisir d'annoncer que la récipiendaire de l'École boréale pour cette année est Melissa Katumba. Melissa est membre active de sa communauté, contribuant en faisant du bénévolat pour faire la traduction des sites web en français, aidant aux Jeux d'hiver de la ville, au camp de natation et en organisant des événements en tant que membre du Comité des arts et de la culture McCoy et en planifiant des événements pour le conseil étudiant de son école. Melissa prévoit continuer ses études en sciences de la santé à l'université avant de devenir médecin. Oui. Melissa servira d'excellente ambassadrice pour l'École boréale et le Conseil scolaire Centre-Nord. Au nom du Conseil scolaire Centre-Nord et comme finissante du CSCN moi-même, je suis tellement heureuse de te remettre le prix de l'ambassadeur aujourd'hui. Félicitations, Melissa, et meilleurs vœux pour tes projets futurs.
I'm not exactly sure what she said, but that was beautiful. Congratulations. We now call upon the Honorable Tanya Yao, MLA for the Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo area, to present the MLA Citizenship Award and greeting.
Hello, everybody. Honored dignitaries, guests, friends, our Member of Parliament, Layla Goodridge, Acting Mayor, Jane Stroud, Acting Director, Scott Barr, as well as our Board of Trustees led by Mr. Lambert, and especially to you students, congratulations today. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure to be here today. And as I walked through the crowd here, I had the pleasure of walking as the kids were lining up here, and I saw such hope, so many smiles, and you guys are so excited. It's good to see that you're all preparing to leave your homes, leave your nests, and to make your own rules. I really saw that excitement in you all. And as I was walking through, I also thought about that statistic that says that kids today now live with their parents till the age of 31. And I see the fear in your parents right now. And actually, I see the fear in your faces as well. So I know you guys are going to break out of that trend and live on your own. And with that, though, if I could give you any level of advice, it is to go travel and see the world and experience what life is like in other nations and countries and places, because only then will you see how good we have it here, how amazing it is here in Alberta and in Fort McMurray, and the opportunities that you have here. So with that, I do wish you good luck and congratulations, and take care all. Thank you. Good luck.
So this award is presented to the graduating student who stands out from the rest by having displayed special leadership abilities in social and academic affairs in the school, good academic performance, participates in school government and/or extracurricular activities, sports, and external community activities, and generally adds to the quality of life at the school. The recipient of this award is the epitome of citizenship at Ecole McTavish. This individual is an active member of the Student Council Committee as president. They are involved in the Women in Leadership Club, as well as assisting in many school productions. Outside of school, they are actively involved in the Mayor's Advisory Council on Youth, contributing positively to their community and making lasting positive changes through their involvement in workshops, events, and speaker series on issues that matter the most in the community. Please join us in congratulating Farida Sadiq as this year's recipient.
Congratulations. We would next like to invite the Honorable Layla Goodridge, MP for Fort McMurray Cold Lake area, to present the Member of Parliament's Book Award and also a greeting.
Hello, everybody. Congratulations. Let's just start out, like, holy cow, you guys are here. It is such a pleasure and an honor for me to be here today, joining with you guys, the graduating class of 2022 from Ecole McTavish and Ecole Boreal. There are some of you in this room that I have known since you guys were babies, and that is pretty special for me to be here right now. And so I just wanted to let you know a few things that I remember learning along the way, and I think it'd be important for you guys to hear. So thing one, no one's gonna remember anything other than how you treated them. So when you're given a choice, always choose to be kind. Second of all, life is too short to wear uncomfortable shoes. repeat it. Life is too short to wear uncomfortable shoes. So if you guys, especially ladies, are wearing some uncomfortable shoes, find some comfortable ones. You'll have way more fun today. And probably most importantly, you'll always be given an option between doing what is easy and doing what is right. I would implore you to push, to always do what is right. Because if you are doing what is right, you will never go wrong. And I think that that is so critically important. You guys have come through so much as a class. Fire, flood, pandemic, and yet you're here, and you're in person, and you're celebrating. And I think that is so truly spectacular. So I hope you guys have a spectacular grad ceremony. I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to be here with you. And I know you guys will be a success because you're here. And you guys have some of the most amazing teachers. In fact, some of them taught me. So I know that you guys are going to do some pretty special things. And know that no matter where you go, you will always have a home at Ecole McTavish. You will always be welcome through those doors, and your teachers will always be there to help you. It doesn't matter how long you've been gone. So when you ever have those problems, don't ever hesitate. And congratulations and félicitations.
This award is presented to a graduating student who has demonstrated solid citizenship qualities in school and who has overcome personal hardship through diligence and perseverance to successfully complete high school and demonstrate solid citizenship qualities in school. This year's recipient has been described as humbled, giving, and one of the nicest kids you'll ever meet. He wears his heart on his sleeve and is always ready to help out. He came to Canada in 2016 and has been a student at Ecole McTavish since grade 7. He has been actively involved in junior high basketball and has played on the high school varsity volleyball team. As a player, mentor, and city all-star, he has excelled on all fronts. He also has been a member of the Thunder Volleyball Club. He not only is involved in sports, but also works full-time and helps take care of his family. He's a well-deserving recipient of this award because he places his education ahead of everything else, hoping to pursue a career in nursing. Please join us in congratulating Eliza Aquino. This is me too, isn't it? All right, it's me again. All right. Could we now call Deputy Mayor Stroud, Regional Municipality of Wood Buffalo, to the stage to present the Mayor's Citizenship Award and greeting.
Thank you very much, and hello, everyone. To the graduates of the Ecole McTavish Public High School Class of 2022, their parents, families, friends, and Principal Thomas Andrews, teachers and staff, I'm honored and pleased to have been invited to help celebrate a great day for these graduates and for our entire community, and bringing greetings from your council and the municipality. On behalf of Mayor Bowman and council, I'd first like to say thank you to Board Chair Linda Mywart and everyone serving on the Fort McMurray Public School District Board of Trustees, as well as Superintendent Annalee Nutter and the entire team at Fort McMurray Public Schools. Please know that everything you do for students and our community is well appreciated. I'd also like to acknowledge our MP and MLA for their participation here today and send along regrets from Mayor Bowman, who could not be with us this morning. To the graduates, I congratulate all of you, especially given the challenges faced during the pandemic. I wish you all the best in whatever comes next in your lives. To the leadership, educators, and staff at Ecole McTavish, parents, and families, and everyone that played a role in guiding and supporting the class of 2022. Thank you. And as the saying goes, it takes a village. And you are the ones that have led the way for our graduates. On behalf of council and all residents, thank you, graduates, for all your contributions to Ecole McTavish Public High School. Graduates, as a region, we're all so proud of you. To that, I believe you all deserve a big round of applause. Thank you.
All right, this award is presented to the graduating student who best exemplifies a future concerned citizen, one who embodies commitment towards the community and who displays a well-rounded, congenial, and caring personality. The recipient of this year's Mayor's Youth Citizenship Award has become an active member of the Student Council, volunteering to make the school a safe and caring place for all. Outside of the school, this individual is an active member of the Mayor's Advisory Council on Youth, demonstrating their desire to be actively involved and create meaningful change in their community. Their role as a future concerned citizen does not outweigh the genuine care and support for others that they demonstrate daily. This individual has a warm and welcoming nature that allows others to feel welcome, turning to them for support. Please join us in welcoming and congratulating Gwenna Cochran-Halinda as this year's recipient.
We would like to again invite Jonathan Lambert to the stage to present the Robert W. Prather Award.
Yeah, we're reading it.
Unless you want to.
No.
You sure?
All you.
Rock, paper, scissors? This award recognizes a graduate from each high school in our division who best exemplifies leadership skills and strives for personal excellence. They demonstrate characteristics that indicate potential for leadership throughout their lifetime, showing dedication, initiative, courage, confidence, and a commitment to continuous improvement. This year's recipient is an active member of many groups within our school. As a part of the Students' Union, they were voted by their peers and successful in fulfilling their role as secretary. Kind of gives it away when you know that part. They have volunteered countless hours to improve the overall experience of our school for both the staff and student body. This individual also had a significant role in the fine arts program, from their outstanding roles in the musical productions and showcase and their commitment to the school band. Outside of school, with a personal love of hockey, they play an integral role on their team, always displaying courage to take risks and genuine kindness for those around them. Despite their busy schedule, this individual continuously strives for success. Please join us in congratulating this year's recipient, Cameron Burke.
Congratulations again. Next, we would like to call up Scott Barr to present the Lorraine and Doug Demers Scholarship. This scholarship is given to a student from FMPSD to help further their post-secondary education. They have been recognized by their school community as an individual who will be successful in their future. This year's Ecole McTavish nominee, which will be finalized in the coming weeks, is motivated by the desire to help others, and they have been accepted to the practical nursing program at Keano College. Anyone who knows this individual would describe them as kind-hearted and compassionate. As a student, they are focused, have a desire to learn, and are actively engaged in their educational journey. This individual has had a lot of barriers to overcome, but this has not stopped them from persevering. They show up to school with a positive attitude, a big smile, and care and concern for the members of their school community. Please join us in recognizing our school's nominee, Charles Anchada.
We would like to call upon Cynthia Shelley, Acting Director of Education, to present the Heidi List Memorial Scholarship. The Heidi List Award goes to a student who is planning to study education, social work, and/or work with children, arts, or music. They are actively involved in the community, and they possess copious leadership qualities. Nominees should display strong character and give generously of their time. The individual receiving this memorial scholarship is one who is described as devoted and charismatic with an infectious flair for life. This student is kind, helpful, and nurturing to everyone around them. Within the last few years, they have embraced their identity, wearing it as a badge of honor and encouraging others to do the same. Whenever you pass this individual in the hallways, you are guaranteed to be greeted with a contagious smile and a happy hello. This individual is an active member of our school community through their involvement in the Students' Union and our Fine Arts Department, and was the face of our talent show year after year. So in true recipient fashion, knock, knock.
Who wins?
Dawson!
Dawson who?
Dawson White.
Congratulations again. We would like to call Mary Ray Mitsopoulos, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources and Administration, to present the Jack and Louise Corliss Memorial Scholarship. Jack and Louise Corliss were dedicated educators within FMPSD. Jack opened both Beacon Hill and Greeley Road schools, and Louise taught at Thickwood Heights for many years. This scholarship recognizes the student who is a leader and an involved citizen. The recipient this year demonstrates leadership in all aspects of his life, from his role in the band program, his dedication to his academics, supporting his peers, and his position on his hockey team. The recipient of this award will be entering the regular officer's training plan, in which he will be attending a civilian university as an officer cadet in the Canadian Army. After he completes his mechanical engineering degree, he will be commissioned as an electrical mechanical engineering officer with the Canadian Army, a passion and desire of his, demonstrating his citizenship and drive for leadership. I bet you can guess who it is. Please join us in congratulating this year's recipient, Matthew Durnford.
We would like to invite Ashley Brockway to the stage to present the North Winds Marching Band scholarships. This scholarship is presented annually to 3 students in the public school division who demonstrate excellence in areas of woodwind, brass, and percussion, neither being strong suits of mine. The recipient of the Woodwind Scholarship goes to a student who has been consistently a valued member of our ensemble and demonstrates exemplary passion and dedication to his instrument and the study of music. They are an integral member of our jazz band and oh my goodness, I told you it wasn't a strength of mine. And show strong leadership, becoming the idol of many novice players. Please join us in congratulating this year's recipient, Reuben Thomas. The next recipient is one of the Brass Scholarship and has shown fantastic leadership skills in the band program while volunteering their time to teach beginners. In 2019, they were given the McTavish Brass Excellence Award and have continued to excel ever since. Please join us in congratulating this year's recipient. Now, where on earth did you find that?
This was a midnight Google special.
Well done. Oveen Amiri. The next recipient is for this year's Percussion Scholarship and has demonstrated an incredible leadership. They have spent a lot of time in our grade 7 and 8 band classes supporting younger students in developing their skills alongside furthering their personal skills as a musician. With no formal musical training outside of band class, they have dedicated an incredible amount of time and energy to honing their craft independently. Please join us in congratulating Cedric Ceballos. For any of you who'd like to stick around, we may start up a band after hours.
We would now like to call upon Luc Tremblay to present the Luc Tremblay Excellence in French Learning Award. This award is presented to a student who has completed the French immersion program through to grade 12 and represents the importance of French learning in the school. They are supportive of others in their journey in French immersion and are someone that embraces the importance of their own French learning. The student must have taken 10 credits in French at the 30 level to be considered. This award recipient will be given $500 for post-secondary education. This year, the Luc Tremblay Excellence in French Learning Award goes to an individual who is a very inquisitive and involved student. They are always willing to engage in conversation and challenge their own knowledge and understanding to continue to strive for excellence. This aspect of their personality translates beyond just the French program and filters into all their academic classes and involvement with the student council. This student shows great effort and precision in all their projects and mastery of the French language. Please join us in congratulating Lydia Griffith.
Who better to present this next award than our former principal, Star Wars fanatic, and the model of iconic haircuts, Scott Barr. This is the Marauder Strength Award. This award is given to a student who has overcome a great deal of adversity in their lives while displaying tenacity and a willingness to work hard. Voted by the staff of Ecole McTavish, this student will receive $500 towards post-secondary education. Since junior high, this student has grown tremendously in maturity, dedication, and focus. They have recognized who they are as a learner and have grown overall as an individual. Being offered many paths, their confidence and life choices are admirable and a true success story. We are incredibly proud of the perseverance and resilience of this student. Please put your hands together and join us in congratulating Will Wilson.
All right, that ends our portion of the awards. We would now like to call our staff speaker, Nadine Gertner, to the stage. Nadine has been selected by the graduating class to be this year's speaker. She is an incredible and passionate teacher who truly cares about her students, and who most likely would have given me an F in her French class, given my exceptional articulation of the French language earlier. No?
Bonjour. Good morning, respected Board of Trustees members, dignitaries, administrators, colleagues, families, and friends, and graduates. Thank you very much, Amy and Crystal, for this great introduction. For those who do not know me, my name is Nadine Gertner, and I am one of the French immersion teachers at Ecole McTavish. I'm also known as the school mom of the French immersion students. Now, I do share custody with Ms. Brockway for a couple of them. While I was very honored to be selected as staff speaker, I have to admit that writing the speech was a big challenge. The hard part about it was that I was told that the speech had to be funny. Pressure. So I thought to myself, what would Luc Tremblay do? I did not find an answer, but it gave me direction for my speech. I came up with the idea of creating a McTavish memory box to help you remember all the fun times with us. I only selected a couple items, but I know that there are many more stories to remember. I will start with this first item. If you were in construction, this was used for major serious injuries. Joke aside, the ladies at the office are the real heroes. When there's injuries, they're always here to help, so thank you very much. Second item. Well, this one is pretty much part of the Marauder family. Did you know that there are famous Kermit quotes on the internet? I did not know. So I came across this one that I really like, and it goes like this. Never worry about failure. It's gonna happen. But that's okay. Go ahead, take chances. And you might just find that what feels like failure isn't failure at all. It's what inspires you to dream even bigger. How inspiring. Let's move on to the next item. Our amazing Miss McFarland made me realize that the varsity men volleyball has won every single game they have played in Fort McMurray. The seniors on the girls' team have won 4 out of 5 city championships. Thank you for representing us and making us proud. Next item. Cal Gomez? Even though you did not win that talent show that year, I heard that your classmates made sure that you got compensation. By the way, I was very impressed by the act, so I think you should perform it again tonight. This is a special one. Raise your hand if you have ever been called Shrek or Fiona in the hallways by a certain retired teacher. You and I know what that means. Also, this was made in art class, and there is truly exceptional talent in this room. Thank you, Mrs. Smith, for being the most amazing art teacher. I know this is a weird one, but if you were in 7L back in grade 7, you will not know what this means. Other than pandemic years, you had class reunions and would have an ice cream party. According to your homeroom teacher that year, you guys were the greatest class ever. For many years, this character showed up at our school's crosswalk on May the 4th. The force is strong with this one. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to each of you who let me squeeze in line to exit the parking lot at the end of the day. The struggle is real. This item is one that every staff member fears. And here's the reason why. Nora, the way you threw that pie at Miss McCullough, it will haunt us forever. She ended up winning the pie contest thanks to you. This item also reminds me of all the delicious food that I got to taste from foods class. Thank you for feeding me. You have no idea how much I needed that extra energy. I know you have more memories coming to your mind, like Spirit Day, the band trips, New York, the sunburns from outdoor classes in June, and many, many more. My favorite memory would be getting to see your beautiful smiles in the hallways. Never underestimate the power of your smile. It is the universal language of kindness. Throughout my life, I have had two main loves. One has been my family. The other love has been my teaching and the students and families whose lives I have touched. Everything I am today has been influenced by these two most important factors in my life. When I first met you, most of you were starting grade 8 at McTavish. I was very nervous about my return to work after my maternity leave. Even though you were going through a major hormonal imbalance, you still managed to make me feel welcome, and most importantly, you made me feel like I still belong to this profession. Teaching really goes both ways, and in many instances, you students have taught me far more than I taught you. I learned that things don't always go as planned. You can plan what you are going to accomplish in each subject, each day. Sometimes what feels like the best, most engaging, exciting, and well-planned lesson just implodes. I still wonder how a social studies debate ended up in students crying and me having to call parents to explain what happened. I think Mr. St. Denis would agree with me on this. He still has no clue how one of his students lost half of a tooth during a team building activity in grade 9. You also taught me that relationship matters. I started out as a typical French and études sociales teacher. However, you can't be a good teacher if you can't build a relationship with students. I've seen many students overcome so much adversity, be it in a challenging home situation, chronic illness, or a death of a loved one. And still they rise again and again. The main lesson here is that you can't come away not feeling admiration for these students. Moreover, I think being a teacher allows me to see the good in humanity through my students. Votre résilience, your resilience, made me reflect on my own being. I consider that a precious gift, and I'm thankful for your impact in my life. Merci du fond du cœur. Before we let go of you, I would like to share some advice. First, be true to yourself. It's great to experiment and explore, but don't lose track of your values and who you are inside. Don't be easily influenced or try to be something you're not in order to please others. Know yourself and your limits. Second, go to class. Even when you don't feel like it. Remember those school mornings when your parents practically had to drag you out of bed? It's all on you now. Third, have fun, but make good choices. There are a lot of temptation that will be new and exciting. Some may be good for you, but many won't be. When in doubt, don't do it. Fourth, always wear shoes in the shower. Unless you have a bathroom all to yourself, pick up a cheap pair of flip-flops and never get in the shower without them. Croyez-moi, j'en sais quelque chose. Fifth, ask for help. If you need help, ask for it. There will be hard times. In fact, we don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we face challenges. Don't fake it until you make it. I would say, face it until you make it. Like Brené Brown said it beautifully, you either walk inside your story and own it, or you stand outside your story and hustle for your worthiness. 6, share the light whenever possible. Kindness truly can change the world and make it a better place to live. Spread it like sunshine into other people's lives, regardless of the weather. Kindness always wins. In conclusion, my dear graduates, always see yourselves as good ambassadors of Ecole McTavish. Be kind and good to people you meet on your way up. Think big thoughts and be optimistic in whatever you are doing. On behalf of Ecole McTavish, I bid you farewell and wish you best of luck in your days ahead. Mes chers élèves, sachez que vous avez chacun une place particulière dans mon cœur. Je suis fière de vos accomplissements, mais je suis encore plus fière de l'être humain que vous êtes. Please come back and visit your McTavish family. Once a marauder, always a marauder.
That could have been bad. In true Miss Gertner fashion, she puts everything into what she does and acknowledges the strengths around her. You truly are incredible. Well done, and definitely funny. Now, for our class historians. Crystal, do you think we made this year's cut with a rendition of R and R? I hope so. All jokes aside, let's give a warm welcome to this year's class historians, Kennedy Way, Farida Sadiq, Aiden Wright, and Dawson White.
I would start this speech off with a joke, but this isn't the stage for that. Here we are, the graduating class of 2022, the first year to actually have a complete grad and prom, and the first year to actually sit in one place for 3 hours. The fact that most of us started here at McTavish 6 years ago and have been here throughout that entire time is a wild feat, especially considering we somehow survived middle school and math class. Our school life is slowly coming to an end. Sure, some of us are going to college, some of us are going to university, but it just won't be the same. Friendships have been made here, memories, and I hope that the graduating class will be able to look back and smile at everything we have done. I know that we have made good impressions on the school and that we will also be remembered for years to come through our art, our awards, and our need to cause an immense amount of chaos for Doucette. It's no wonder she's retiring. And also, on top of that, on her last thread of sanity. To the class of 2022, you decide what's good, you decide what's right, but no one is alone. So whatever your dream is, make it real and do whatever makes your soul shine.
All right, I'm going to try to keep this short and simple. There's a lot more people than I thought. So I'd like to begin by thanking our faculty, volunteers, and grads that helped organize such an amazing graduation. I mean, that's pretty round of applause worthy, I think. And I'd like to shine light on all of McTavish's achievement by announcing that our grad class from grade 7 through 12 have contributed to bringing over 54 athletic banners, 1 zone banner, 1 provincials banner for curling, a provincial finalist for volleyball, and a sportsmanship banner. We've placed first in over 6 tournaments. Along that, our theater department has hosted 7 shows and 1 dinner theater, and our band has gone on 3 trips and 9 concerts. Now, yeah. So, I don't know what I'm going to miss most about McTavish and this class, whether it was attending the sport games, cheering on the teams, waiting 20 minutes in the parking lot after school, or just making friends with people you were thrown into an option you didn't even want. I will say, though, it's been an honor to learn and graduate with every single one of you, and I'm very excited for what class of 2022 has up their sleeve in our next chapter.
Okay, sorry, my phone wasn't staying still. Also, low-key though, round of applause to us, graduating class of 2022. We made it, we did it, we're here, guys. 6 years ago, actually Aiden's taller than me, so hold on. 6 years ago, we first entered the halls of McTavish after having gone through the year of the fire, excited to start middle school. We thought grade 9 PATs would be the hardest part of middle school, but little did we know, it was really puberty and Axe body spray. I genuinely wish someone had advertised deodorant to us more at the time. Back when trigonometry was nothing but the Pythagorean theorem and triangles, before we learned the quite literal circle of hell that is the unit circle. Countless belly ball classes later, we got to high school, where we learned absolutely nothing from comm, and learned a bit too much from dead white men in social studies. We had not 1, but 2 years of online school, and therefore, quite frankly, the weirdest ILC class of my life. Hours of watching our teachers figuring out the mysteries of Google Meet, AKA learning to unmute themselves and screen share. Shout out to them though, every day half the class would show up to those Google Meets, yet they still kept going and kept giving us, even though assignments never went handed in, they had to seamlessly go back to in-person, where assignments still didn't really go handed in. So on behalf of the graduating class, sorry about that. In the undeniably wise and ageless words of Smash Mouth, well, the years start coming, and they don't stop coming. And boy, they did. 5 school evacuations later, a global pandemic, another natural disaster, walkouts and protests and more, we finally made it today. We're graduating, you guys.
I expected a lot less people, so that's kind of nerve-wracking, but here's my speech. High school disasters, and of course, middle school, which nobody liked. We have persevered through it. We could say that we will achieve greatness and create legacies, but truth be told, we as a graduating class today already have. Whether it be with our friends, our family, or teachers, we have memories that we will hold on to. Nobody but you is going to write your story, and it's only in its first chapters. And even if you don't know where your story is headed, that's okay too. A lot of people change their majors in university anyways, or just drop out. I'm not telling you guys to do that though. Nothing can be written overnight except for an overdue essay. So as long as you're good with your own story, you have achieved a lot more than you could ever imagine. At the very least, we won't have to deal with the middle schoolers learning that water needs to go in their noodle container before putting it in the microwave, or having to deal with the fire alarm for some burnt butter in foods class. Shout out to Josh. I would also like to just shout out Ms. Doucette for her dozens upon dozens of lexicon terms, which is what helped this speech be so professional. And then we have a little video.
Oh no!
Guys, we have a problem. We have to start the approach to this before.
Why do you why do you want chicken? Okay, so you know what it is of how we get it exactly?
Our brainstorming led us to believe the answers to our question would lie within the graduates of 2022. A seemingly innocent class, but were they really? What secrets could they have, or could they be hiding? And the real question is, who would eventually fold?
Messing with Mr. Strongway in middle school. Maybe Miss Crawford, actually. Yeah. Really, what was your favorite grade class? Grade 10, social studies with St. Dennis. School activity. School activity? Spirit Day, huh? Good. Spirit Day, great time Spirit Day.
Favorite book you've ever had to do in English? Do you question with teachers? Are you guys? Favorite teacher? Mark, favorite sporting event that you've had? It's funny today. It's funny. Favorite teacher for McTavish. It's cool. Okay, and best study machine? Best study machine for Rosa. Yeah. Do an impression of the teacher. Of the teacher, yeah. You have this on deck. The science labs? Why? Why are you like shouting at work? That wasn't what I asked you. Can you do stuff for me? Okay, well, you say you've been together for a long time. Yeah, since 37. That is a long time. And, as you said in your own words, being here for so long, you've got any favorite things you love?
I love my friends, my student council, the arts program. Yeah.
And you will been up teenage and passwords. You do it again.
Password?
Passwords. You go home.
I mean,
You know, we're trying to be safe.
I'm sorry. I don't think I quite understand what you're trying to get at.
It's a simple question, really. It pretty much is.
It's a little complex.
I don't know about that. You know, you got some who you love.
Yeah.
Would you love them enough? I mean, it's like a password.
Is this like a rhetorical thing?
No, this is fully for you to explain and elaborate on.
I mean, hypothetically, like, I'd do anything for them.
So, could you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Madeline, and I'm a grade 12 student at Ecole McTavish.
Interesting. And what would you say your favorite thing in the campus is?
Oh, you know, the nice people, the nice teachers, everybody just seems so nice and welcome.
All right. And have you heard of anyone recently?
I can't say.
All right, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Can you state your name and grade, please? How it was told? Do you have any diplomas this semester? Yeah, I do. Are you stressed and nervous at all about everything? No. Why? I'm pretty smart. Smart kids do bad diplomas all the time. What would you say different? I think I'll just find a way. How do you find a way? I'm not supposed to tell you. Not supposed to tell me what, Pat? This.
Yes, they probably will. Maybe we can help.
Hi there, are you in a situation where you're like a singing boat? Well, here's a step-by-step tutorial that I'll show you how to play the rock safely and effectively. Now you can play me from the top, where you're not. And don't drink and boat.
Well done, historians. All right. A class valedictorian typically exemplifies high academic standards, school spirit, and extracurricular involvement. And this year's valedictorian definitely does. I'd like to call upon Cameron Burke to give the valedictorian speech.
Wow, okay. I just made the mistake of looking all across the room. There are a lot of people here. Well, thank you. Hello and bonjour, everyone here, and including the graduating class of 2022. Today, I have the privilege of delivering the valedictory at today's ceremony. And no, before, like a few months ago, I didn't know what a valedictory was, so here I am now. I will be listing 10 steps to help you get through high school and prepare you for graduation. Does that make much sense, seeing as this ceremony marks the end of our high school careers? And maybe this information would have been more useful before grade 10? No, it doesn't make much sense. But for me, it's a good way to reflect on the past few years and share what I've learned. Also, it is worth noting that this is Ecole McTavish's first full grad ceremony, and that we are lucky enough to have this special send-off. That also means that we will be sitting here for just a little while, so I will try my best not to talk for too long, but as I know Miss Doucette knows, my verbosity is one of my best-known qualities. So step 1, don't start high school with a specific image in mind. Usually, 10th grade starts with excitement, but often a bit of dread. And that's okay. There's a lot to fear. Harder exams and heavier workloads loomed in the future. We feared that the older grades would judge us as the mysteriously stinky junior highs we were just the year before. And the often uttered word, diplomas, haunted our hopes. One pandemic ago, I would have never guessed that my high school years would be as unique and oftentimes as depressing as they were. Given that, don't have a pre-existing perfect image of what high school will be in your mind, because chances are your experience is going to be unpredictable and full of missteps, and that's okay. Step 2. Wow, my hand is really shaking. Be optimistic, no matter the crisis our world is in. Seems like a really weird step, but if you look at the context of the past years, it makes sense. Wildfire, flood, pandemic, yeah, we made it through those for the most part. We dragged ourselves to the finish line by sleeping through online classes and feeling so empty in a breakout room, we'd wonder if we'd ever have a normal school experience again. Where was I? But here we are today, proving that things worked out, because they usually do. Being optimistic does not entail blindly hoping for a flawless school experience, but instead embracing every challenge that comes our way. Step 3, don't base your worth on the grades you get. I know that sounds meaningless coming from the valedictorian, which is a title that revolves around grades, but personally, I aimed for perfection for years and always felt awful because I could never achieve it. Perfection just isn't meant to be attained. Now I don't focus on my mistakes, but instead find ways to improve them. Strive for doing work to the best of your abilities instead of conforming to an arbitrary and often subjective grading system. Don't compare your 65 to your peer's 90 because maybe you'd been hoping to get above a 50 all semester. Your own personal improvement should not be overshadowed. Remember, grades don't determine your intelligence, and they certainly don't represent your worth as a student or a person. Step 4, I know a lot of people already mentioned this, but be kind. High school can be a cruel place, but honestly, it takes no effort at all to be kind. Sometimes we speak before we think, but it is possible to apologize and lift others up afterwards. Being genuine and compassionate does not only make others feel good, but it makes you feel good too. We must understand that not everyone is going to like us, but if we are kind to everyone, those who are rude back are simply having some internal struggle that we cannot control. Be classy, be a good listener, be genuine, and if your high school years were characterized by a bad attitude, maybe after leaving high school you can make a change. Step 5, keep track of the good memories. Take too many photos, keep souvenirs like movie tickets or some projects you liked, write down quotes you hear, even if you forget the context for them a week later. I know Gwenna has a bunch of quotes that she's written down, and she reads them and she's like, what is that? I don't remember what this is. High school is all about the experience and your growth as a person, so finding ways to remember the moments that shaped you, including the embarrassing ones, is a really special way to stay true to yourself and the friends that you made along the way. Step 6, we're over halfway through. Don't rush, but also don't forget to make mistakes. A lot of people want high school to be over as fast as possible so that they can experience the freedom of adulthood. However, we actually have a surprising amount of autonomy right now as teenagers. While us youth often view our helpful parents as some opposing force, I know everyone's felt that, adult responsibilities will become our new babysitters after we leave. Appreciate the freedom you have now, since I know that a lot of us will look back at high school and wish we had appreciated it more. And here, this is a part that I'm probably going to regret a few years down the line, but I was told to put a Twilight quote into this, so here I will quote it. Yeah, they are. Change your mind and change it again, because nothing's permanent. So make as many mistakes as you can. That's Jessica Stanley from Twilight Eclipse. Thank you. That's Anna Kendrick. She was also a valedictorian, so I'm very inspired by her. Just don't be afraid to make mistakes. Without acknowledging your faults, you'll never improve, and you'll be a static version of yourself. I say move at your own pace and don't shy away from imperfection, because the regrets, the missteps, the embarrassment from high school are all key parts of growing up. Step 7, say goodbye. Okay, here comes the sad part. The new beginning that comes after graduation is a lot to accept, and though there will be many challenges and changes, just look at it as an extension of your current story. However, it cannot be denied that things are going to change a lot. People, unfortunately, move apart. Even though so many of us have watched each other grow up, or I don't know, maybe you're new here this year or just recently, but it is true that some of them we will never see again. So no matter what you are doing next year, make sure to say goodbye, or see you later, whatever floats your boat. To the inspirational teachers, to the kind people you say hi to in the halls, to the admin who handed you a late slip every morning, to McTavish. Step 8, be yourself and be authentic. This one is probably the most cliche step on the list, but I find it to be a crucial step in having a fulfilling life. If anyone has ever had Mrs. Doucette, you get 2 shout-outs, Mrs. Doucette, sorry about that, I love you. You have probably heard her talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And one of the needs on that list is actually belonging. Teens need to feel validated so they conform in a school environment. However, adhering to social trends also means that we sacrifice our most unique traits, like our strange senses of humor or our tendency to talk a lot, for a group who probably doesn't care for us much. And their opinions are out of our control because we shouldn't need to change ourselves for people who only like us when we're fake. Don't take away the parts of you that make you, you, and instead find and stick with the people who you can be happy with and be yourself around. Because when you're 40, no one cares about your high school social status, so you might as well be real. Wait, guys, it's not done. It's 10 steps. That was step 8. Sorry. Thank you so much. Step 9, thank everyone who helped you get this far. This part was tricky because I didn't want to miss anyone, but I'm probably going to at some point, I'm sorry. So I'd like to thank this year's graduates for working so hard, or just getting by to make it here. I mean, it's working hard. You've spent like over 12 years here, so you deserve it. Thank you, families, so parents, siblings, and extended family. That includes family who can't be here today or aren't here today. Thank you for putting up with our rebellious attitudes. Thank you, friends, for making this journey bearable. Thank the teachers who put forward their best efforts to deal with us and our aversion to submitting assignments after their deadlines. And also the inspiring teachers who will be remembered years after graduation. I would like to thank Mr. Barr and Mr. Andrews and each new set of vice principals we earned each year. I'm sorry I can't name them all, there are a lot of them. The admin and the custodians who did not deserve the messes we left behind. They deserve appreciation, come on guys. What? Some of the bathrooms are so, just don't go to the bathroom at school, just try to hold it in, please. I would also like to extend a thank you to those who watched us grow in elementary, one of those people being the late Jodine Wells, who sadly passed away in 2020 from cancer, who I know inspired so many of you who attended Ecole Dickensfield. She was a true leader with a contagious passion. And finally, step 10, realize that high school doesn't define you, but don't forget the memories you made. What I think is that too many expectations are pushed onto our high school days, that somehow you leave behind all the fun when you leave high school, but are defined by the things that you did or didn't do. That is just nonsense. High school is a time to test the waters, to study or not study, hopefully study, because a lot of the time, education is about the experiences you earn on your own to use later in life, rather than the social studies terms you beat into your exhausted brain at 2 a.m. Don't forget your experience in high school, because it's really an influential time in your life, but also don't let who you were during those years determine who you'll be after you leave. I hope everyone is proud. This is a really big moment. It might not hit you now or all the way until after summer that this moment is real, but know that it is well earned. Whether you're pursuing a post-secondary education, taking a gap year, going into trades, going straight into the workforce, upgrading, or doing whatever else I unfortunately forgot to mention, realize that you worked hard to get where you are. For real? For real. 12 years of school, and we finally made it. Remember these 10 steps while you go off on your own paths, because they're not just tips for adolescence or the school years that have passed already, but they're also tips for the rest of your life and wherever you choose to go. Congratulations, class of 2022. Merci à tous. Thank you all.
Thank you, Cameron. That was beautiful. We're about to take a 10-minute break, but before we go, we'd just like to take a moment to thank the graduates for acknowledging all the successes they felt in online learning. Don't worry, it was a walk in the park for us teachers too. Easy sledding. So it is 10:55. We'll meet back here at 11:05 and we'll begin with our ceremony.
is to get her bachelor's in mechanical engineering in hopes of pursuing astrophysics outside of Alberta. She would like to thank her parents for their dedication in helping her succeed, as well as her friends for always providing support. A big thank you to all her teachers, especially Madame Nadine, Ms. Brockway, and Mr. Tremblay, who have had the privilege of knowing Avine the longest. Charles and Chetta. In the fall, Charles will be studying practical nursing at Keano College and would like to later upgrade to a Bachelor of Nursing. He would like to thank the staff of McTavish and all his teachers for helping him when he needed extra help in school. He would like to thank his parents for always supporting him in every way they were able.
Nicholas Andrews. Nick plans to become an electrician through studies at Keano College. Nick's inspirational quote is, "Don't be trapped in comfort, live life hard." He would like to thank his parents, his amazing friends, and the teachers who went above and beyond. Thomas Andrews. Thomas is looking forward to starting an apprenticeship as a heavy equipment technician. His best experience at McTavish was finding out he was eligible to graduate and cross the stage. Thomas would like to thank his parents and his friends back home. Eliza Aquino. Eliza would like to study nursing and become a registered nurse. Eliza would like to thank his parents and teachers who put in the hard work every single day, and his friends with whom he's shared wonderful memories that he will always treasure. Nathan Arthur. Nathan plans to study engineering at the University of British Columbia. He would like to thank Cole James. Luis Asuncion. Luis plans to attend university for a Bachelor of Arts.
James Artudidu. James plans to take a gap year after school, but afterwards plans to pursue a career in science and biology at Keano. He would like to thank his parents, Mr. Staples, Mr. Wickens, and Ms. Vladica. Nadia Awad. Nadia would like to pursue veterinary medicine. She wishes to thank her loved ones. Mark Alexis. Mark will be studying computer science at University of Victoria. He would like to thank everyone involved in getting him this far. Odin Ayers Clements. Odin will be attending SAIT to study in the welding technician program. He would like to thank his parents for always having his back and pushing him forward when he didn't think he could push forward himself. Soha Assam. Soha will be attending the University of Alberta to study engineering. Soha would like to thank family and friends.
Mom Aziz. Mom plans to attend the University of Alberta for engineering next fall. She would like to thank her parents, friends, and teachers for supporting her throughout high school and making graduation so memorable. Alexa Banfield. Alexa will be attending Keano in the fall for medical studies. Alexa would like to thank her parents, Mrs. Bailey, her sister, and her brother. Emily Beauchesne. Emily plans to take a gap year to work and to take care of her son, and eventually go to school for early childhood development. She would like to thank her parents for supporting her and for encouraging her to pursue her education even after having her baby. Lily Bennett. Lily plans to attend Keano for a social work degree. She'd like to thank all of the wonderful teachers she's had over the years, her family, and her friends, especially Dawson White, Caitlin Stead, and Deb Hiscock. Megan Bilecki. Megan will be pursuing an education degree. Megan would like to thank family and friends for supporting her and making her laugh. She would also like to thank herself, who she calls her biggest fan.
Krill Bandar. Krill plans to go to MacEwan University in Alberta to obtain a Bachelor of Commerce. He would like to thank his parents for making him go to school and all the teachers who treated Krill equally. Nikita Bogodarav. Nikita has been accepted for a university transfer program at Keano College for a Bachelor of Science degree, and he plans to study medicine at the University of Alberta. Nikita would like to thank his mom, dad, Joy, and Teddy. Cameron Burke. Cameron will be attending the University of Alberta to study psychology. Cameron has accepted entrance scholarships from the U of A, Faculty of Arts Gold Standard Scholarship, and the University of Alberta Gold Standard Scholarship. She would like to thank her parents first, her sister Brianna, all her teachers, and Ms. Doucette for the inspiration, and finally her friends, who made the bad days better. Sheldon Bussey. Sheldon plans to attend school to study heavy-duty mechanics. He would like to thank all his teachers, and especially Mrs. Stone. Kaylee Campbell. Kaylee plans to attend university and pursue a career in accounting or medical studies this coming winter semester. She would like to thank family, friends, and Madame Gertner.
Noah Campbell. Noah would like to further his abilities with clay sculpting. He would like to thank all those who've been there for him. Cedric Sabalos. Cedric will be taking a gap year with the intention to wait for a friend and go to university together. He would like to thank friends and family for their support. Carl Sellis. Carl will be attending Lakeland College for the Automotive Service Technician program. He would like to thank his parents for their support and his teachers for their help. Attila Silon. Attila will be attending the University of Alberta to study engineering. He would like to thank his mom, dad, siblings, and friends. Spencer Chalk. Spencer will be completing his private pilot license this summer before attending Keano College in the fall to obtain his commercial pilot license and a diploma in business administration. He then plans on pursuing a career in the commercial aviation sector upon his college graduation. Spencer would like to thank all of his teachers, especially Madame Gertner and Mr. Tremblay, for always making classes fun, and he'd like to thank Tim Hortons for opening a location right by the school.
Gwenna Cochran Halinda. Gwenna plans to take a gap year. She would like to thank her family and teachers for their patience and support, and her friends for being such wonderful people. Brianna Collins. Brianna plans to take a gap year just to figure out what she wants to do, but she eventually wants to go to college when she knows what she wants to study. She would like to thank her parents, teachers, and her boyfriend for helping her get through this school year. Delaney Delheim. Delaney will be taking next year off from studies to earn money and become a high school theater teacher. Delaney would like to thank family, the Fort McMurray Theater community, the Fort McMurray Roller Derby League, and amazing friends Dev, Evan, Shannon, Maddie, Margaret, Michaela, Odin, Caitlin, Dawson, B, and Jenny. Jonathan Dion. Jonathan plans to work. He would like to thank his parents and his friends. Matthew Durnford. Matthew has been accepted to the regular officer training plan with the Canadian Armed Forces. He will be furthering his education with the Department of National Defense. He would like to thank all his teachers, and the school staff for their hard work in setting students up for success, especially after the past few years. He also would like to thank his parents, as without their support, he would never have made it as far as he has.
Daniel Fadeh Azad. Daniel would like to attend University for Political Science and then join the military. He would like to thank his parents. Zachary Ford. Zach intends to pursue a career in the culinary arts. He would like to thank his friends and family. Jalen Gallant Stevenson. Jalen plans to return to McTavish to upgrade, then take a gap year, then attend nursing school. Jalen would like to thank her dad and Mrs. Stone, who helped her get here today. Ismail Garawi. Ismail plans to attend Keanu College for the secondary education program to become a high school teacher. He would like to thank his parents, his best friends, and teachers, Ms. McFarland, Mr. Pollard, and Mr. Bishop. Madeline Gerwar. Madeline is not sure what her future plans are, but she hopes to travel around for a while before settling down and attending college. She would like to thank friends, her mom and dad for supporting her throughout her journey, and teachers Ms. Brockway, Mrs. Cook, and Mrs. Kwiatkowski.
Caleb Gidge. Caleb will be studying chemistry at the University of Alberta. He would like to thank his mom, dad, Gracie, Willow, Mr. Staples, Mr. Pollard, friends, and extended family. Hannah Gillingham. Hannah will be taking a gap year to travel, work, and decide what career she would like to pursue. Hannah would like to thank her family. Jordan Jin. Jordan plans to work and possibly explore more into 3D modeling. He would like to thank his parents for raising him into who he is today, and thank his friends for making the years at school more enjoyable and interesting. Kyle Gomez. Kyle will be attending the University of British Columbia to study a Bachelor of Commerce degree combined with computer science. He would like to thank Mrs. Doucette, Ms. Brockway, Ms. Toole, and Mr. Bishop. Gabriela Gonzalez. Gabriela will be taking a gap year to work and travel to gain more life experience and decide what she wants to further study. She would like to thank all her teachers for supporting her, especially Madame Nadine and Ms. Smith for always giving her advice and giving Gabriela a safe space to be herself.
Connor Goins. Connor will be moving to St. Albert for upgrading to have better opportunities for college. Thank you to Mr. Drover for helping to find Connor's favorite hobby, which turned out to be photography. Connor thanks his parents and grandparents for helping him through tough times and his friends for creating awesome memories. Lydia Griffith. Lydia will be completing an honors biomedical engineering degree with a co-op placement at the University of Waterloo, where she has been offered the Waterloo Presidential Scholarship of Distinction. She would like to thank Ms. Vladica and Ms. McCullough for showing her that she wasn't as bad at math as she thought. Wasi Hader. Wasi will be heading to the University of Alberta this fall to study engineering, and he would like to thank Mrs. Reed, Miss Toole, Mrs. Doucette, Mr. Wickens, and his friends and family for supporting him and helping him get this far. Greta Hall. Greta will be attending the University of Alberta to obtain a Bachelor of Arts degree. She would like to thank her friends and family. Rodney Hannafin. Rodney intends to upgrade next year and then apply to university. Rodney would like to thank his parents and close friends for giving him the push he needed for these last couple of years.
Isaiah Hardesty. Isaiah plans to study culinary arts at SAIT and then travel. He would like to thank his parents, Mrs. Gonzala, Ms. Marison, Mrs. Loader, and his friends he has met at McTavish, and the families of my friends that have always been there. Griffin Hart. Griffin has been accepted into the first year of trade school at NAIT as an instrumentation and control technician. He then plans to study to apply to the co-op in the fall. Griffin would like to thank Ms. Marison, Ms. Toole, Ms. Weatherby, and Ms. Gregory. Hannah Hayden. Hannah would like to obtain a degree in the arts and use it to help and inspire others. Hannah would like to thank her friends, family, and Ms. Walker and Ms. Smith for sparking her interest in studying the arts. Noah Higgy. Noah plans to pursue the creative arts, whether it be in acting, animating, or music, or any combination thereof. Noah is known for being hungry and constantly eating during class lessons. He would like to thank his parents for supporting him throughout school and his friends for being understanding and fun to be around. Noah will be attending Lethbridge University's Multimedia Production Program. Patrick Hickey. After graduation, Patrick will be continuing his career as an electrician. He would like to thank himself for getting to this stage.
Kirsten Higgins. Kirsten will be taking a year to travel and gain experience before going into nursing, specializing in geriatrics. Her plans are to go to Northern Ireland College in BC. She would like to thank all her teachers who each taught her a different lesson in life, but in particular, she would like to thank Mrs. Arner. In the short amount of time she taught Kirsten, Mrs. Arner completely changed her outlook on school and what to strive for. Kirsten would also like to thank her family for encouraging and pushing her through the hard times in school. Devin Hiscock. Deb's future plans are to go to college for baking and pastry. Deb would like to thank her father, stepmom, mother's dad, Mickey, as well as her teachers for putting up with her unique personality. Michaela Hiscock. Michaela will be pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Nursing to specialize in pediatric nursing. She would like to thank her mother, who is truly the best. Alan Hodder. Alan is entering the oil and gas industry. He would like to thank his mom and dad and his grandma for pushing him to get where he is in life today. Leighton Horsley. Leighton is becoming a heavy-duty mechanic through a co-op program. He'd like to thank his family, friends, and his teachers.
Jenna Hunter. Jenna plans to attend university in the fall, specifically Grant MacEwan, to study business management. She would like to thank her parents and sister, Ms. Doucette and Ms. Toole. Sebastian Imbo. Sebastian will be studying power engineering at Keano College. Sebastian would like to thank his mom for always being there. Liam Innes. Liam would like to navigate life successfully. Liam would like to thank his mom for raising them throughout school, even on the toughest days. She was there. Liam would also like to thank their siblings for encouraging them to fight through all of the times they thought that they had hit a wall, and friends for making school way less boring and being people that they were excited to go to school to see. Ikra Issa. Ikra will be majoring in life sciences at the University of Toronto. She would like to thank her parents and her teachers. Emma Jacobs. Emma plans on going to Keano College to get a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Then she hopes to later become an OBGYN. Emma would like to thank her parents and her teachers for guiding her to where she is today.
Saad Jobani. Saad is planning on attending the University of Calgary, where he will pursue a degree in software engineering. He would like to thank his parents and Mrs. Reed, Mrs. Doucette, Ms. Toole, Mr. Wickens. Saad would also like to acknowledge his friends for always pushing him to do his best and helping him get through various hardships, especially Ryan Pustini. Layla James. Layla will be studying to become a yoga instructor. She would like to thank her mom and dad for shaping her into becoming a decent human. Kevin Janes. Kevin will be pursuing a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy and Political Science. Kevin would like to thank his family for their support, as well as Ms. Gonzala, Doucette, and Kwiatkowski for helping him develop the skills necessary for studying for a degree. Kevin has been awarded the Gold Standard for Excellence from the University of Alberta. Garrett James. Garrett is a rap student who will continue with his auto body trade after he's finished school. He'd like to thank his parents, family, and friends. Alex Johnson. Alex will be studying chemistry and then specializing in pharmacology. Alex would like to thank all those who surrounded him, whose aspirations and outstanding work ethic continuously inspired him to excel.
Leighton Callanan. Leighton will be attending Keano for the primary care paramedic program. He would like to thank his parents and grandparents for always believing in him, his little brother because he helped Leighton become a role model and a better person because of how he looks up to Leighton. He would also like to thank all of his friends, Mr. Pollard and Ms. Doucette. Melissa Katumba. Melissa has been accepted to the University of Alberta's Immunology and Infection program. She hopes to further her studies by pursuing a medical degree and eventually becoming a doctor. She would like to thank her parents for supporting her every step of the way, her friends for giving Melissa something to look forward to every day, specifically the boba. A big thanks to her teachers for helping Melissa reach her potential. Fatima Khan. Fatima will be pursuing a degree in pharmaceuticals at the University of Calgary. She would like to thank Ariha for giving her some of her precious time to hang out, and her mommy and daddy and grandparents and brothers and her sister Farah and her uncles and all her family and Ariha's cat Zara. Jordan Kanash. Jordan plans to attend university for kinesiology. Jordan would like to thank her friends and family for their love and support. Ethan King. Ethan hopes to get a good job so he can have a bright future. He would like to thank his parents, friends, teachers, and Miss Amanda.
Eric Krawchuk. Eric plans to attend Keano College to become an electrician. He would like to thank Miss Marison, Mr. Pollard, Miss Doucette, his parents, and Alexandra. James LeBong. James is planning to take a gap year next year to save up money to attend college, to pursue his dreams of becoming a chef. James would like to thank Eliza and the teachers who helped him to grow to be a better person here at McTavish. James also thanks his parents because they supported him the most. Caitlin Landry. Caitlin intends to take time off and work to save up money this upcoming year for university. Caitlin would like to thank her parents, her siblings, each and every one of her friends, and all of the teachers that have taught her for 6 years here at McTavish. Janiyah Lee. Janiyah plans to go to college to study to become a paralegal at Reeves College. She would like to thank her family and friends for supporting her throughout high school. John Lim. John plans to attend trade school to become a full-time heavy-duty mechanic. He'd like to thank his friends and family for their encouragement and motivation.
Janeth Liana Arachalagi. Janeth will be attending the University of Calgary to obtain a political science degree. He would like to thank all his teachers for providing him with courage and guiding him to be a better person. Janeth also thanks his friends for providing such an enjoyable school year. Raymond Ludwig Stelmach. Raymond will be attending the University of British Columbia to pursue a Bachelor of Science. He would like to thank friends, family, teachers, and elders. Connor McEachern. Connor would like to become an electrical engineer. He would like to thank his mom for forcing him to complete his homework. Brandon McIntyre. Brandon plans to attend St. Francis Xavier University to study a Bachelor of Science in Human Kinetics. Brandon would like to thank his mom and dad and Ms. Kwiatkowski for making him read Hamlet. Haley McKenzie. Haley will be taking a gap year, saving money, and then pursuing a career in cosmetology. She would like to thank friends and teachers. Haley also wishes to thank her family for helping her with her homework.
Dimitro Milanic. Dimitro has just finished his dual credit program and is studying to be an electrician. He plans on becoming an electrical inspector one day. He would like to thank his loving parents and his sister for having faith and helping him get this far. Severa Mann. Severa will be attending the University of Calgary for engineering. She would like to thank her parents and Jawir. Minal Masood. Minal will be enrolled in the Bachelor of Commerce program at Grant MacEwan University, where she has been awarded a $3,000 President's Scholarship. Minal would like to thank her family for always supporting and motivating her, her friend group for always being there, and Miss Toole, Miss Brockway, and Miss Smith for always pushing her to do her best. Abigail McCrone-Mahowski. Abby will be taking a gap year, though she plans to work in the film industry in the future. Abby would like to thank her friends for always lifting her spirits, Madame Nadine and Mrs. Smith for their constant support, her dad for encouraging all her passions, and her mom for teaching her to appreciate education. Zoltan McCrone-Mahowski. Zoltan will be attending Grant MacEwan University to pursue a Bachelor of Music in Jazz and Contemporary Popular Music, majoring in recording and production. He would like to thank his family, friends, and Madame Nadine.
Shannon McCarricker. Shannon plans to take a year off to plan her future. Shannon would like to thank her mom, dad, and her brothers Tyler and Daniel and David Bowie. Sonia McLean. Sonia will be taking some dance teacher training courses over the summer so she can teach dance this coming fall. She would like to thank her parents for always supporting her, and she would also like to thank her GMC Terrain, Deborah, for getting her away from school as fast as possible when the bell rings. Jaden Mellon. Jaden will be studying power engineer at Keano College. He thanks his mother and father. Abigail Milan. Abby will be attending the University of Calgary Faculty of Arts, majoring in archaeology. Abby would like to thank her friends, teachers, and family for supporting her throughout the years.
Courtney Millett. Courtney will be attending Keano College for environmental studies. Courtney thanks her parents for putting up with her and making sure she got a good education. She would also like to thank Jenna, Minal, Kennedy, Maddie, Rana, Luis, Nora, and Alexa for being such amazing friends and caring people. Aniela Nakanekshi Gonzalez. Aniela will be attending Keano College in the fall as a student in the practical nursing program. Aniela would like to thank her parents, friends, Miss Brockway, and Miss McKecken. Tia Norris. Tia would like to study carpentry and then earn enough to travel the world. She wishes to thank all of the staff at McTavish. They honestly make school feel like home. Tia acknowledges that some teachers made a tremendous impact on her life, including Mr. St. Dennis, Mrs. Walsh, and Miss Loader. Tia also acknowledges the amazing ladies that work in the office and the EAs around the school. Thank you for everything. Melody Ormenishin. Melody will be attending the University of Alberta to obtain a degree in psychology so she can help people. She wishes to thank her mom and her friends. Hanad Osman. Hanad would like to attend college to become an electrician. Hanad wishes to thank his mom and dad and all of his teachers.
Anj Padalakar. Anj will be pursuing biochemistry at University of Victoria. He would like to thank his peers, friends, teachers, and family for their unequivocal support during the years leading up to graduation. Their immense support has helped him grow in every way to help him become better as an individual. Charmi Patel. Charmi will be attending the University of British Columbia Okanagan's campus to study within the Faculty of Science. She would like to thank her family and friends. Dia Patel. Dia will be attending Western University to study computer science, and she would like to thank her parents for supporting her throughout the years and her friends for making school fun and pushing her to do better. Kushi Patel. or she will be attending the University of Toronto to study neuroscience. She would like to thank her family, friends, and classmates. Dawson Pickett. Dawson will be taking a gap year to save money and plan what to do next. Dawson thanks his parents, his friends, and his teachers.
Maddox Pitcher. Maddox will be pursuing a career in firefighting. He would like to thank his parents and his friends for supporting him throughout his school years. Rosa Pontello. Rosa will be attending the Alberta University of Fine Arts in Calgary. She's accepting the Arts Academic Excellence Entrance Scholarship. Rosa would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for being supportive and caring. Ryan Pustini. Ryan will be studying engineering at the University of Alberta. He thanks everyone he encountered on his journey to get here today. Robin Porter. Robin will be earning a social work degree at Keano College and hopes to eventually gain a master's of social work. Robin would like to thank her parents, siblings, friends, and boyfriend, Austin. Jonathan Power. John plans to study in trade school to become an electrician. He thanks his parents for helping him to get where he is today, and his friends for being there during the tough times.
Boone Raza. On plans to attend the University of Calgary. He would like to thank his family and friends and his favorite teacher, Mrs. Marison. Anthony Rizzi. Anthony plans to play junior hockey. He would like to thank his parents, sister, uncles, and aunts, and all his buddies. Marco Rizzuto. Marco will be attending the University of Alberta to obtain a degree in Bachelor of Commerce. He wishes to thank his mom, dad, and Kanye West. Marco Rizzuto. Marco will be attending the University of Alberta to obtain a degree in Bachelor of Commerce. He wishes to thank his mom, dad, and Kanye West. Chloe Tagg. And right over.
I think someone's messed up.
Oh, there we are. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Angel Cortez. Angel will be attending college for massage therapy. Angel wishes to thank his friends for helping to keep him going and trying at school.
Farida Sadek. Farida will be attending the University of Ottawa for political science. She'd like to thank her mother, father, brothers, teachers, and friends. She would not have passed high school without them. Estefania Santos Duran. Estefania will be attending the University of Alberta to study chemistry and math. She would like to thank her parents, her sisters, and her closest friends for supporting her, and her teachers for encouraging her. Rian Schultz. Rian will be attending the University of Alberta in the fall to pursue a Bachelor in Science and Engineering. Rian has been awarded the Schulich Leader Scholarship, the University of Alberta Gold Standard Award, and University of Alberta Faculty of Engineering Gold Standard. Rian wishes to thank his family, including his bird, Lisa, his friends, and his teachers for helping him succeed throughout his studies. Brianna Scott. Brianna plans to take a gap year to figure out if she wants to drive heavy haulers, be a vet, or a mechanic. Her quote to live by is, "Don't worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else." Brianna would like to thank Miss Marison, Miss McKecken, and Miss Cadigan, even though she's left McTavish. Tarek Safedine. Tarek has been accepted to Keano College with a major of power engineering whilst playing for the Huskies soccer. He would like to thank his mom and his dad.
Shay Siridiak. Shay plans to continue at Keano to finish all 3 years of welding to earn her Red Seal. Shay would like to thank her coaches, Mr. Andrews and Ms. Bishop, for pushing her to always be better, as well as teachers for trying to make classes enjoyable, and she would also like to thank her parents for being there every step of the way. Harshil Shah. Harshil will be studying management engineering at the University of Waterloo. Harshil wishes to thank all his teachers and friends for making these last 5 years memorable. Waleed Shah. Waleed plans to attend Keano College coming the fall of 2022 for power engineering. Waleed thanks his dad and any teachers who have helped him along the way. Claire Simon. Claire will be attending Castleton University to play ice hockey and study political science and criminal justice. Claire is the recipient of the Maple Scholarship. She thanks her family, her boyfriend, Dunkin' Donuts, and the Boston Shamrocks Hockey Organization. Isabella Sorenko Yankee. Isabella will decide whether to work or attend college. She would like to thank all the teachers and the school and her parents who tolerated her. Olivia Smith. Liv plans to work during the winter as a lifeguard, then apply for nursing school. Liv wishes to thank her mom and dad for being so supportive of every decision she would make. She would also like to thank her friends here at McTavish for being the reason grade 12 was so enjoyable. Most of all, Liv would like to thank her younger sister. Even when they moved cities and started at a new school, there was always comfort knowing that her sister was always there. She's always been Liv's go-to person ever since she was young, so Liv thanks you the most.
Daniel Spargo. Daniel intends to find that answer. He would like to thank his parents, siblings, puppies, friends, and teachers. Caitlin Stead. Caitlin would like to go to school for an English degree and hopefully from there use that to apply to law school. Caitlin would like to thank Mrs. Cook, her parents, Dawson, B, Dell, and Dev. Brody Stromso. Brody will be studying environmental science at UNBC. He'd like to thank his mom, dad, and all of his friends. Ian Sutherland. Ian is choosing to take a gap year to decide his future plans. Ian enjoys the arts, especially writing, and he would like to thank his family for nurturing his interests and helping him to become the kind and caring person that he is. Shay Syverson. Shay plans to attend college for nursing, specifically at Keano for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Shay would like to thank her family and friends for supporting her throughout the years.
Chloe Tagg. Chloe plans on taking a gap year to work and travel and then plans to attend a post-secondary school to study dentistry. She would like to thank her parents, teachers, and friends for supporting her throughout her high school experience. Ariha Tahir. Ariha will be attending the University of Calgary for an undergraduate degree in law and society in hopes of pursuing a career as a corporate lawyer. Ariha would like to thank Ms. Toole for treating her like an adult in class. Veronica Tarasenko. Veronica would like to attend Keano College's social work program. Veronica thanks her mom for helping with math throughout high school. Carl Tavir. are to continue his adventures of discovering time travel and teaching the youth of the past the future dangers of electromagnetic waves submitted by SG Technology. Carl would like to thank his parents, some of his teachers, the internet, and his pet cat. Ben Terrian. Ben will be going to Keano College and studying for a Bachelor of Science degree in computing science and playing on the men's volleyball team. Ben thanks his parents, and he'd like to thank Mr. Pollard for being the first coach to place him as setter on the court.
Daniel Thomas. Daniel plans to become an electrician by completing the dual credit electrical program. He would like to share that he's glad that McTavish is the school in which he chose to grow and learn. He would like to add that there are too many teachers he'd like to acknowledge, but he gives a special shout out to Ms. Marison, Mr. Staples, and Mr. Hickey. Reuben Thomas. Reuben plans to take part in Western University's Commercial Aviation Management program next year. Reuben would like to thank his parents, teachers, skating coaches, and his bandmates, and his skating mates. Arian Thompson Brown. Arian has been accepted to the University of Toronto for Arts, Management, and Media. She would like to study media's effects on society. Arian would like to thank her family, teachers, friends, and Google Translate for getting her through French class. Cooper Orchishin. Cooper plans to take a gap year, work and save money while he decides where to take his academic future. He wishes to thank his supportive parents, friends, teachers, and his wonderful girlfriend.
Alexandra Vegas. Alex plans to attend Mount Royal University. Alex wishes to thank her two best friends and her family. Madison Walsh. Madison plans to attend the University of Alberta and complete a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. She would like to thank her mom and dad for continually being a strong support system. Madison also thanks her grandparents and godparents for being so caring, her brother for letting her be a big sister, and her friends who continually made high school enjoyable. Alec Warren. Alec will be pursuing a career as a heavy-duty technician. Kennedy Way. Kennedy plans to attend the paramedicine program at Keano College to become a paramedic. She wishes to thank her friends and her parents for being her biggest supporters, as well as Mrs. Marison for being someone Kennedy was able to talk to for whatever she needed adult advice. Nora Weavers. Nora plans to become a paramedic, and she will be attending Keano College. Nora wishes to thank all her friends for helping her through the last year, and her parents and teachers for all their support, specifically Mrs. Marison for always being there for her.
Dawson White. Dawson will be attending Keano College's Bachelor of Education program. He hopes to transfer to Lethbridge University later on in hopes of becoming a high school drama and social studies teacher. Dawson would like to thank Mrs. Cook, Mrs. Stone, his friends, and his mom, Cindy. Logan White. Logan would like to become an electrician. Logan would like to thank his mom and dad, Madame Gertner, and all of his friends. William Wilson. Will's future plans include traveling to wherever the wind takes him. Will would like to thank Mr. Wilson, Mr. Barr, and Mrs. Reed for helping to guide him to help him become who he is today and who he may be in the future. Joshua Wisdom. Josh will continue his education by majoring in conservation biology at the University of Alberta. He would also like to thank his mom, dad, family, and friends. Ethan Wood. Ethan plans to become a millwright. He wishes to thank his friends who have helped him get through these 6 years of junior high and high school. He would like to thank all of his teachers, and he would also like to thank Mrs. Loader for helping him participate in the 2022 Alberta Skills Competition.
Aiden Wright. Aiden aims to play volleyball, have fun, and make a difference in the world. Aiden has accepted scholarships to play volleyball for NAIT, where he will study chemical engineering. He would like to thank his parents, Peter Pirano, Greg Pollard, Steve Hewlin, Nazia Hiscock, and his friends for supporting him. Mavis Zakaria. Mavis would like to become a psychologist. A quote to live by is, "Everyone's stories and limitations are different, and that's okay." Mavis would like to thank Billy and two best friends, Nadia and Malak.
Braden Reynolds. Unfortunately, we missed a name in the roster, so we'd like to call Braden Reynolds back to the stage and give him a very special congratulations.
All right, you're almost done with us. We're almost done. We just want to remind everybody that when we are finished, there are tons of photo opportunities around. They've worked really hard for all these different photo ops. There's some in here and there's some out there, so please take advantage of that. We would like to thank the many hands that made this graduation the best it could possibly be. A special thanks to Ecole McTavish Graduation Committee, McDonald Island Park, Northway Technologies, DJ Cupid, that's later. Photos by Greg Kalinda, videographers Max Keka and Hunter Deranger, Samantha and Stephen Stone, Caribou Flowers, Miss Loader's construction class, and Mrs. Smith's Art 30 class. Where's yours?
Graduating class of 2022, you did it! Almost. We have about 8 classes left, but none of us are counting, right? Graduates, please stand. Connor, it's time to throw those hats. On the count of 3. Pause. Get your bobby pins out. Hold on to your extensions. On the count of 3. Remember, the roof is not that high. Are you with me? Let's hear it. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! Congratulations, graduates of 2022.
Special shout!